Welcome to this edition of City Connector right here on City TV and brought to you by the City of Douglasville. I am Lee Brogden Culberson of ProfessionalMojo.com, and I have to tell you, this time of year is certainly wonderful and magical. It's wonderful to live in the City of Douglasville anytime, but November and December has that special little something something. And our show today is filled with all the wonderful things that you can do and see and be a part of during the upcoming holidays. So grab that cup of pumpkin spice latte, I know you have it, get your gingerbread cookie, and hold tight. We have a great show. We'll be right back. Welcome back. My first guest on today's show, because it is the holidays after all, is Craig Parsons. He is the founder of Warehouse of Hope. And you are, would you call us have a food bank, Craig?
Yeah, it's a food ministry, clothing ministry. We have household items, stuff like that.
Well, thanks for being on, especially this time of year. I appreciate you coming on and sharing what it is you do. So tell me a little bit as a founder. This started in 1995. What touched you that you would go out and, you know, it's a hard thing to start a nonprofit and make it grow?
Well, I kind of had a little tragedy in my life. I had a heart attack at 36 years old in November of 1994. And after that, everybody was telling me, you're a miracle to be alive. God must have something special for you to do. So I got to praying, and I felt like that God wanted me to start a ministry that would help other people as people had helped me, you know, in my time of need.
That's amazing. And you know, oftentimes it takes a little something like that to put stuff in perspective and not worry about some of the other things and say, I can go out, I can do good and put my gifts to work. And that's what you did. Right. Now, you guys have been around for a long time for a nonprofit. Where are you located?
We're out, our address is Douglasville, but we're actually in Paulding County, just off of Hunter Road, off of Highway 92. Right,
right. Okay, so let's talk about what it is you do.
Okay.
We were just talking a little bit offline that you serve upwards of 700 to 800 families per week. So what do you provide for these folks?
Well, we're at the mercy of whatever's donated to us. But we do, you know, we're not, you know, like a major chain of grocery stores. We can't give a person everything that they need, but we can, you know, supply some pretty good meals. Most of it's non-perishable dry goods and canned goods and stuff like that, but occasionally we have produce and meat and stuff like that too.
So do they come then and you give them a meal, or do they bring their little bag and you give them canned goods? How does it work?
They actually bring, we actually give the bags to them, and they fill them up, and they go into a shopping area, and they're able to pick out exactly what they want or what they need.
Wow. And I cannot believe 700, 800 families, but that's not just right here in our community. You don't turn anybody away who has a need.
Right. No matter what county they're from, we still, if they say they're in need, we try to take care of them.
Are there any particular qualifications? How does that work?
Well, we do have a guest orientation that we like them to go through, and we offer those on Monday and Friday at 10 and Thursday night at 6:30. And once they go through that orientation, we do ask them to bring their income, proof of ID, you know, proof of income and stuff like that. But there's a lot of criteria that we go through to make sure somebody qualifies, and it's not really based on income. It's really based on like their bills and all that too.
Right, because need might be something very different than just what you see on a piece of paper.
I tell people now the need's not necessarily in the low income housing, you know, or it's a lot of them are nice subdivisions because, you know, families have lost their jobs and had to scale down, take lesser jobs, you know, lesser pay. So they're still trying to pay that house payment, and then at the end of the month there's no food left, or no money left for food. So
part of what makes this possible, obviously, are volunteers, donors, sponsors.
Right.
What do you need?
Well, when you're serving, you know, 700, 800 families a week, we only have 5 paid staff members, and only a couple of us are full-time. So we desperately need volunteers all the time. And so we have 50 to 70 volunteers a week come in and help us out, which that really helps us out. And then, of course, financial donors, I mean, we're always in need of, finances, because it does cost a lot for us to operate. Our food's free, but we have to pay freight on our trucks to get them there, and that gets expensive.
Are these generally families with kids? I would say probably
Oh,
yes. Almost always?
Yeah, almost always.
Yeah.
Usually 3 to 4 in the family is about average.
And you partner then obviously with the schools. How do you find out that someone is in need? Let's just say they don't necessarily call you up. Does someone come to you and say, hey, I know of someone, or I've seen this and I think they might need to come and see you?
Well, we have, we talk with the counselors at the schools and let them know, what we offer. And a lot of times they'll say, or just last week or so, we had a kid started to school that was homeless. And they sent over and got clothes and food and everything to kind of help out. And I think since then they've found a place to live. But at that time they didn't have anything. And we also help a lot of times with like families that are burned out. If they have a house fire, stuff like that, they'll come over and we'll give them clothes and furniture and stuff.
So you just mentioned stuff that wasn't food. So you have a lot more in the warehouse than just food.
Yeah. Our furniture kind of goes in and out. We usually got a waiting period on that because there's so many people that needs bedding, mattresses and stuff like that. We take all of those things, and it doesn't stay long. It goes right back out.
It's really interesting, too, as a member of the community. We're out doing our own thing every day, and we don't even know that you said that some child just came to the school and he or she was homeless and had a need. So we need to keep an eye out, too, and suggest to people, hey, if you need a little something, there's the Warehouse of Hope.
Right. Yeah, I mean, we try to put it out there on Facebook and stuff like that, but the more we can get the Warehouse of Hope out there and let people, a lot of people don't even know we exist. And so the more we get the name out there and let them know, hey, it's there, just come pick it up.
Right.
People, if they don't know about it, can't come.
Right, and it's not just this time of year. I mean, you're here during November, and I think that's a little sometimes typical because you're thinking about, well, they might not have money for pumpkin pie and fudge and turkey. But these families have needs all across the season, not just in November or December and the holidays.
Well, we have a lot of corporate donors, that start off usually about this time of year. They donate up till the last day of the year, and then boom, January, they're like, well, I did all my donating November and December, and I don't have to do that again until next year.
But you still have people coming in January when it's really cold, right?
Right. And really it gets even more in January because people want to buy their kids something for Christmas, and they will spend every penny they have trying to get their children something for Christmas. And then come January, they've got to pay that back.
Yeah.
And so then it puts them in deeper financial problems. So, it even gets more busy in January and February actually for us.
So the lesson then for those who want to give, want to volunteer, want to donate goods or services is this is great right now, but goodness, go ahead and look at 2015 and put that on your calendar and plan to be a part of Warehouse of Hope.
Right, because we do stuff like back to school. In the past we've done book bags and all that takes place in like June. So there's always something going on.
And they can find information about you at warehouseofhope.squarespace.com.
That's right.
Let me say that again, warehouseofhope.squarespace.com.
Yeah. And you can like us on Facebook too, and we post a lot of stuff on Facebook. So
yeah, you have a very active Facebook page, lots of going on, and I love it because you really talk about, success stories, if you will. People coming in, and you gave them kind of what they needed to get back on their feet.
Well, I think back years ago, I had we work community service workers, and I had a guy come and do community service. I ended up hiring the guy full time, and stuff like that. It's just he was coming to do some service because he got in trouble, but he ended up being my employee.
So you've had met a lot of great people, I'm sure, along the way, and helped them out in a lot of different ways.
Yeah, we have a lot of families that are in need. And then once they get back on their feet, they come and volunteer.
I love that.
We've had people that got back on their feet and start donating monthly to us.
They're paying it back.
Because it was, a help to them.
Yeah. Now, how else can you have a phone number?
Yeah, our office number is 770-489-0509.
Okay.
And they can call, and Emma is the director there, and she'll be glad to answer any questions.
All right, wonderful. Again, this is Craig Parsons. You are the founder of Warehouse of Hope. They can find you at warehouseofhope.squarespace.com.
That's right.
You gave the phone number, and there's a very active Facebook community. And if you're thinking about volunteering, and people are thinking about donating, if they have extra food, furniture, bedding, we've heard all of that. It's in good shape. They can call you. You'll find a way to get it.
And of course, you know, Thanksgiving's coming up, Christmas is coming up. We can't afford to buy turkeys for everybody,
Right.
or hams, or, you know, if a donor wants to donate us 1,000 turkeys, we wouldn't
You
turn
would
them
take
down.
it, wouldn't you?
Right.
The challenge is out there. If you have
Right.
1,000 turkeys, they'll take it. I know, all for a really good cause. Thank you for
Right.
what you do in the community, and thanks so much, Craig, for
thank
being
you so
on
much for
City
the invite.
Connector. All right, well, you heard it here first. I hope you'll put it on your calendar and you'll choose to give back during this holiday season. Okay, we're going to hop out, speaking of the calendar, and hear more from our interactive community calendar, and we'll be right back, so stay tuned.
Welcome to the Interactive Community Calendar here on City Connector. I'm Kelly Hunter, joined with Sarah Ray from the Chamber. Sarah, let's get right into it. What activities do we have going on this month?
Well, our friend Larry from Beyond the Front Porch is here to tell us what they've got coming up next month. What you got going on?
Hey, Larry.
Next month we have, on November 8th, we're going to the Booth Western Museum, which is a super fun place to go. It tells us about the gold rush, how the Western civilization came about, and so it's a great historical place. I'm excited to go because I'm actually from California myself, so I want to go over there and take some of the students and just have fun. But in December, we have the end of the year celebration. We had a phenomenal year this year. Once again, a great turnout each and every trip. And so we have the end of the year celebration at Yogli Mowgli right here on Chapel Hill, right around the corner. If you like yogurt, come out and celebrate with us. And it's from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. On December 13th. And so we're just end the year with a bang like we started. So
Cool.
All right.
thank you.
Well, we
Thank
look
you so
forward
much,
to
Larry.
look forward to the trip and everyone joining you.
All right.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Larry,
thank
for the
you.
information.
You guys
All right.
have a great day.
You too.
All right. Well, coming up behind us is someone who's been, I guess, in the community coming up on a year herself. Isn't that right?
8 months so far.
Okay. Well, pretty close. We're going to
Close.
give you a little extra there. Ms. Davina, and from the Cultural Arts Center, what do we have coming up?
Well, we always stay busy, you know that. We just ended Chili Cook-Off, and in November we have an exciting exhibit. It's the Novus exhibit, National Open Visual Arts Show. So we've got artwork coming in from Florida, from Arizona, from New York. Those are the ones I remember. I'm sure there's more. And that will be up the month of November with a reception on a Sunday. Normally we're Thursdays, but this one is a Sunday from 3 to 5 on November 9th. And then after that, we have our gala, the big fundraising event that makes everything we do possible. And that's November 22nd at Arbor Connection, and those tickets are now available for sale. It is a black tie gala event, but it's a lot of fun, and it's goofy and it's fun, so don't be worried about it being black tie. It's a chance to dress up and have fun.
There you go.
And celebrate the arts.
That's right,
That's right.
celebrate the arts, and a lot of people in the community do that and support your efforts there at the Cultural Arts.
Yeah.
I know, like you said, you just had the chili cook-off and a great attendance there. Moving right in, though, it's hard to believe the end of the year is here.
Yeah, that's right. And then, quickly moving forward into December, we already have the entries for the student holiday card competition.
Gosh.
So we're judging them, and those will be up in December, and the winners will be for sale, so you can sell your local artwork for your holiday cards. And that will also have a reception. And for the first time this year, we're going to do on December 9th, if I can do a little advance here. Let me double check myself. Yes, December 9th is the Arts Council's holiday celebration and bazaar. Not bazaar as an odd.
Not bizarre. Okay.
Bazaar as in let's go shopping. And the Art Guild will have their works, all handmade, all price points available for sale. It'll be a festive party. We've got a couple of artistic surprises we will show off. And I hope everybody will come out for a relaxing, enjoyable entry into the holiday season.
Alrighty, think that was a little tease trying to
Yeah.
get everybody ready for shopping.
And I know from attending and purchasing ornaments through the Art Guild, that is the best place to get your ornament, like your holiday ornament exchange gifts, because they're pretty much one of a kind or very close to it. But it's a great place, and like she said, they have great prices.
All right. Well, Davina, thank you for all that information. If any of our viewers want to find out more or look at the details again, where can they do that?
They can go to our website, www.artsdouglas.org, or give us a call at 770-949-2787.
All right.
Or come visit you, right?
Come visit me.
Yeah,
of
it's a fun
course.
place. I've been there.
I need to put out a welcome sign
Yeah.
because so many people think they can't come in. Absolutely,
We are
come
open.
on in. Welcome.
8652 Campbellton Street.
That's right, across from the high school.
Yep.
Well, thank you, ma'am. We appreciate it. Everybody shakes my hand. I love it.
Oh,
All
me
right,
too.
There you go.
Great.
All righty. Thank you, ma'am. Well, Sarah, every month, our local organizations and outreach programs have the opportunity to promote their functions and events and
Whatever.
exactly. Tell them how they can do that.
Yep. Just come visit us here at Arbor Place Mall on the last Tuesday of every month around 11:30, and we'll get you on the air.
We'll be back with more City Connector.
Welcome back. And as you know, today's show is a lot about giving back to the community. It's just that time of year, and it's the time that we all want to do something a little bit special. And my next guests are doing exactly that. We have Katrina Word, and she is with the Youth Villages at Inner Harbor Campus, and then Breezy Straton, and she's with Douglas County Development Authority. However, they're both with the young professionals through the Douglas County Chamber of Commerce. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you so much.
So before we talk about all the good you guys are doing, tell us a little bit about the YPC, as I like to call it.
Well, YPC is a group of young professionals that represent businesses within Douglas County. We are aged 21 to 40-ish, and our mission is to connect with each other, connect with our community, and connect with our future. And one of the ways that we connect during the holiday season is to do projects like the Angel Tree, which we'll talk about today. But YPC is just a professional development group that gets together and tries to grow each other.
And I have to tell you, you guys are doing some fabulous things. And I was recently recruited for your mentor program, and I am loving it. I'm loving my mentee. I will not name her. I don't want to embarrass her, but it's just going fabulously.
Yes, our executive mentorship program is a new program we kicked off this year. We've been planning it for about 18 months to make sure that we get it just right. So we're very excited about that program.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So thank you for having me be a part of that too.
We are glad to have you.
So now let's talk about the doing good. Not that that's not doing good, but this is doing more good, I think, even.
Yeah.
So the Angel Tree. So the Angel Tree program is something that you've done before, right?
Right. This is our fourth year doing the Douglas County Chamber. So this is the first year that YPC has taken it over. The Douglas Chamber has done it 3 years previous, but YPC is a committee within the Douglas County Chamber, and we volunteered to take it on this year and spearhead it and do the whole shebang. So,
All right. Well, tell us what it is and how people can be a part of it.
well, Angel Tree is an annual program where we select 2 organizations to benefit. And so for the 4th year in a row, we have selected Youth Villages Inner Harbor Campus
Katrina.
with Katrina to support the youth that live there. It's a residential treatment facility. Katrina will tell you all about it. But these kids need us. They need us to help them have a happy Christmas. A lot of them have to stay on campus during the holidays. So we really make an effort to get specific wants for them, so it's not generic. Angel Tree, we have these little cards. We call them angels. They're not in the shape of angels. But on the back, you'll see that you get to know whether it's a male or a female, the age group, and then you get their specific wish list, which is awesome because I like to shop for a purpose when I shop.
Right.
I don't want to
Me
just go
too.
and say, maybe they would like jeans. I want to know that they want jeans.
My
or they
guesses are
want-
always wrong when I
I
guess.
know.
They're always
It's
wrong.
I have a child, and she gives me a list of tons of things, and I just think it's special that they tell us what they want. Like this young female wants The Perks of Being a Wallflower movie. So that's a specific movie that I can go out and buy, and I know that's what she wants. So to me, that's very important. So
So what they do then, and you gathered some of these, right? So how did you go about getting
So
these wishes?
I have the joy of actually interviewing the kids and finding out what they want. And let me just say ahead of time that we are so grateful. The Douglasville community has wrapped their arms around our children, and every year they come through.
That's great.
So our kids are on campus for 3 to 5 months, and during the holiday season, they're constantly reminded that they don't have a family. So as much as we love them and as much as we want to, wrap our arms around them, having their wish list come true means the world to them. I mean, it just reminds them that they're kids. So I get to interview them and find out what they want, and I love it. And I get to see it come to fruition, and it's beautiful.
So are you there when they get to open
Yes.
up those presents?
Yes,
Yay,
I am.
that has to be
And
so
it's
wonderful.
beautiful, and they get so excited. And we have a Santa on campus, and we have like the Grinch, and we have animal-assisted therapy. So we have our therapy dogs that dress up for the kids too.
That's great.
So we try to make it as magical as possible. And the angel tree is a huge part. There's no way we could do it without the angel tree.
So you grab it, you get the information,
I do.
the wishes. She gives it to you. Okay, it's on the tree.
Yes.
So now what happens next?
Okay, so how this works is the tree is at the Douglas County Chamber, so all of these little cards can be picked up at the Douglas County Chamber, or you can just simply call the chamber at 770-942-5022, and you can say, hey, I want to adopt a kid. Can you tell me a little bit about the kids? Most people adopt a child, either a teenager, maybe they have a heart for teenage girls or boys, and they say, oh, I want a teenage boy, 13 to 15, and so we look through our little list and say, oh,
I have
here's
one right here.
Yeah, so you say, here's one, and you read off the wish list, is that the one you want? And then we scan it over to you to where if you don't even have to come by the chamber, we can just scan the card over to you with the wish list, put your name down, and then on the back of it, it tells you that all the gifts are due to the Douglas Chamber by Wednesday, December 17th, and that we would like you to place all the gifts in a gift bag, and then put there's a code on this to keep the kids anonymous. We have a little code. So to make sure that the kid that you adopted gets the present that you bought for them, it goes in that little gift bag. And then Katrina
And then
will
we
come
get
by and pick all the gifts up.
Yeah.
And she hands them out to all the kids.
I think it's important to remind our viewers that you don't need to be a member of the chamber
No,
or a member of the
absolutely
YPC in order to fulfill these kids' wishes
No.
and make their dreams come true.
This is open to the entire, I will say, West Georgia community. I don't even care if you live in Douglas County or Douglasville. You live in Carrollton and you want to come by and we want you to come do that, because these kids need every single person that we can get to help them have a very magical holiday season.
I love that. I love that. This guy, I have to tell you, he's age 15, and he has a little list here: the voice game for Wii U,
Yes.
okay, a football, basketball, and a fishing pole. That's my
Yes.
kind of guy right there.
That
I
sounds
know.
like one of my kids.
That's right.
I like it. I like it. Now, it's not only benefiting, though, Inner Harbor.
That's right.
It's also benefiting Share House.
That's right. So the second organization we chose this year, which we've chose for numerous years, is the Share House, which is a domestic violence crisis type center. And theirs is a little different because they need generic items. So if you adopt one of their groups, it's called a family pack or a baby pack. So a family pack consists of toiletry items and books and magazines and stuff that you would think that you use every day, but you got to remember these women and children oftentimes leave their homes with only what they have on their
Right,
back.
nothing.
Right.
So again, they need those daily necessities, but we try to give them some of the little luxuries that they might have at home, like a good book or a pair of earrings. But they need toiletries and they need cleaning supplies and they need sheets and towels. So that's a family pack, and oftentimes they have very small children. So we have a baby pack where you can donate diapers and wipes and formula and bottles and all of those fun things. So theirs is, like I said, a little more generic, and we take anything you want to donate for them, we put them in a big box, and we take them to Share House, and Share House distributes them to their residents and to the people they're helping.
All right, so how would they be able to get, I guess, just any of those items? I mean, do you have a list somewhere for that?
We do. So just like with the angel tree for youth villages, we also have these that tell you kind of generically what they want. So you can call the chamber again and say, I'd like to to adopt a family for the share house, and we'll give you the list of what you need.
Great. So you're not trying to decide on your own.
You don't have to decide
You have the
anything.
list. You can get what they need.
Yeah, and then we have a third way to participate. So I love to shop, right? Y'all like to shop?
I like
Okay.
shopping. Shopping is good.
So evidently, some people don't like to shop.
What?
I know.
It's a character flaw.
Mind-blowing. But you can donate money to us, and we'll shop for you. It's super exciting because it always happens that some
great.
child might not get adopted. We use the word adopted, but you know, it might be left on the tree on December 10th, and we're like, oh, we
Yeah, you
can't
don't
leave
want
this one
that.
hanging. So we need the money so we can go out and shop for these kids. So the average on the card is about $50, so we're asking businesses and individuals to donate increments of $50. You can do a gift card to a store. We'll go shop there, write a check, give us cash, however you want to do it. And we will take any increment, but just know that about $50 is the average spent for each of these little cards.
I love that. So someone maybe who does not like to go out and shop or
I don't
doesn't want to get out of the
understand.
Or
holiday
maybe
rush.
doesn't have time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, true.
Super busy, going to be out of time, traveling for work.
Right.
They can still participate, and you guys are going to go out and get what they need.
Shopping
That's
for 'em.
right.
That's right, shop for them.
That's right.
I love that. I love that. So if my husband sends you money, we go shopping for me. He's going to ask that when he watches this.
No, we only
no.
are going to shop for the share house and for youth villages.
All right. Yeah. Okay. That's good.
But
That's
you
good.
know, he might look at your like Pinterest account to see what you want.
Pay
That's
attention,
a good
Lee.
tip.
All
Just
right,
saying.
very good. All right, so once again, we're talking to Breezy and Katrina, and they're doing amazing good for two separate organizations, the Youth Villages at Inner Harbor Campus, and then also with Share House. And you guys are first getting gifts for the kids at Inner Harbor, right? So they'll have a Christmas.
Yes, and let me take the opportunity to thank the Douglasville and Douglas County community because they have been an invaluable support for us. So
That is so wonderful to hear too. And I think that people forget the good work that you're doing out there and that they're there the year round, all through the holidays too.
Right.
It's not like they go back home for that.
Yeah.
And also then for Share House.
Right.
And oftentimes they just need the very basics.
They do. And they're very grateful for those daily basics because, you know, they have to spend money on other things. So having the items that they need means that they can spend money in other places. So they are not picky. Donate what you can when you can. And they take those all year long too, not just at the holidays.
I was about to say this is also something that is not just the holidays.
Right.
Right now is a good time because it's on the top of everyone's mind.
Right.
But year round, people can probably do things at Inner Harbor and
Yep.
do things for Share House.
That's right.
All right, and then once again, if they have questions about either of these, they can.
They can call the chamber at 770-942-5022 or email Sarah Ray. She works at the chamber. And her email is ray at Douglas County, Georgia, all spelled out, douglascountygeorgia.com.
Wonderful. And if they happen to have any interest in the YPC, they can come and be a part of that with you guys.
Yes, and they can use that same contact information.
Yay, makes it so easy.
So simple.
All right, Breezy, Katrina, thank you so much
Thank
for
you
all
for
you do in the
having us.
community for us, and thank you for being on City Connector today.
Thank you for having
so
us.
much.
All right, we're going to go out to some wonderful talent. You're going to love Cody. Listen to it, love it. We'll be right back.
This is the moment I knew. His future had no boundaries.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
Burning bridges just so I a little drunk. Oh, I shoot for the moon, well, I play with stars. The band of clouds till I'm hearing this bar. I squeeze some mud up in between my toes, dancing fast instead of Mr. Jones. Sitting on a circle, I'm just beating on a drum. I ain't had a drop to drink. I feel a little drunk. Let's have some fun. Let's have some. Thank you, thank you.
Ready or not, here I come.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
Welcome back to this month's City Connector. I know that you're hearing a lot about what's going on in the community, and we have more because it's just that time of year. So get your pen, get your pencil, get your smartphone, and be prepared to mark down these dates. Joining me now is Charlotte Wagner. She is the Assistant General Manager here at Arbor Place Mall. Welcome, Charlotte.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
And first, I have to tell you, thank you so much for letting us take over part of the food court and do this the last Tuesday of every month at noon. We love it here. It's a lot of fun. I like smelling all the goodness.
Oh, good. It's a pleasure to have you guys.
And we love having everybody coming in here and learning more about what the mall is doing, too.
Good.
So
Thank you.
Now is the time to talk about some of that. I know that you have a list of goodies. I hope people will pay close attention. There's a lot of fun stuff going on, so tell us about it.
I do. Starting November 8th, we have the Santa arrival, and Santa is arriving with a PJ party. So with his pajama party, we encourage the kids to wear their pajamas and come out and have cookies and milk with Santa and listen to a story. We'll be doing that at 10 a.m. on November 8th.
And where is he arriving?
He will arrive into the Santa area, which is located between Macy's and Bed Bath & Beyond on the lower level.
Great. And so wear your pajamas. Well, not everyone, just the kids.
The kids. It's probably a good idea for just kids.
Yeah, I'll say that. Yeah. So if you have kids, wear your pajamas, come for the pajama party, and I love that. So you're going to have, what do you say, milk and cookies?
We will have milk and cookies.
Good. And it says all children under the age of 12 who wear pajamas will receive a free Santa's Magic pillowcase while supplies last.
Yes.
So fun. Okay, good. So that's going to start off the holiday season on November 8th at 10 a.m.
And we'll have a DJ, and they can dance and just have a good time.
Okay, wonderful. Yes. Mark that down. Okay, what's next?
November 8th. Well, Santa will be here starting November 8th and, of course, through December 24th. So be sure to come by and get your photos made with Santa. Visit him and give him the list of things that you would like to have this holiday season.
I love that. Now, what are the hours? Oh, I see. Okay, so Monday through Saturday, 10 to 9, and Sunday, noon to 6.
That's correct, yes.
Okay, all right. Yep. So they can come out at any time, and except for when Santa's out visiting with his elves from 1 to 2 p.m. and 5 to 6 p.m.
Yes. And then we also have an opportunity for our furry friends to come and visit with Santa. So we encourage everybody to bring their pets out. We have added another night this year because it is such a popular night and a popular thing to bring the furry kids.
My furry kids,
yes, the furry kids out to visit Santa. So this year we have 3. It's going to be November 18th, the 25th, and December 2nd. And it's 6 to 9 p.m. Santa will have a different little suit on, so the kids can still come, of course, but know that this is a night for the pets, and we really encourage you to bring your pets along with the children and just do a big family photo. So it's a lot of fun. The pets do need to come in on a leash, of course, and we encourage them to come near the Dillard's entrance because that's the closest one to the Santa set.
Right. Don't want to make the furry kids nervous on their way into Santa.
Yeah, no.
So I love that. Let me tell you, I've done that before, and it was just such a cute photo to have the dog there with Santa. Just really, really cute. I know that you probably have a lot of activity around that, don't you?
We do. It's one of our most popular events with Santa.
Yay, that's a lot of fun. Okay, so Santa's going to come. I'm just recapping. okay?
Okay.
We got a lot going on. So
Yep.
Santa's going to come on November 8th. He's going to be here through December 24th. The kids can come and have those photos made with Santa at any of those times. And then the pets can come and visit with Santa on the 18th, 25th, and December 2nd from 6 until 9 and ask for that very, 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 very special, super huge, large chew bone.
Absolutely.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
All right. I'm caught up now.
Okay. And then we have our next event is going to be December 6th, and that is our breakfast with Santa, and that is, we work with Chick-fil-A on that, so it's really yummy. And that is at 9 a.m. in the food court. Again, we'll have a DJ and lots of fun stuff going on with the kids and prizes and just a visit with the Chick-fil-A cow. So it's a lot of fun. The kids love it.
Good deal.
Yeah.
You know, and all of this, too, they can find out at your arborplace.com website and on your Facebook page. And in fact, they probably can upload some of those fun photos to your Facebook page, and I bet you would love that.
That would be awesome. We would love it. We love seeing the photos of people having a good time at the mall and sharing that, and especially during the holiday season. It's a lot of fun.
All right, cool. All right, so December 6th, 9 a.m., Breakfast with Santa, sponsored by Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
Okay,
Yep.
got it.
So, and Chick-fil-A cow. And Santa will actually go around and visit at every table. So the kids really get a nice time to interact with Santa Claus.
Okay, that's great. And see the cow.
Yes.
Kids love the cow as much as Santa.
They do.
Don't tell Santa I said
We
that,
won't.
but I think it's true.
Yeah, we don't want it to affect their Christmas list at all.
What else you got?
And then we have the holiday music celebration, and this is an opportunity for musical groups within the community to come out and really let the community hear them perform. There's no charge to be a part of this. All they would need to do is contact the mall management office.
Okay.
And we actually have a scheduled list. So we are doing this December 11th, which is a Thursday. We're going to do Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And they would get an hour time slot to do several songs or performances. It's typically, choirs that are doing the performances. We do have some bands, but mostly just choirs.
Great. So really anybody in community can contact you, manager's office, or to arborplace.com, email you.
Yes.
And set up a time.
Yep.
I bet those slots go pretty quickly. People like to give back and sing all those wonderful holiday songs.
Well, it's fun, and it's just such a great atmosphere for the mall when you have the holiday music. And of course, we always have holiday music during the season, but it's really special when it's people that are performing. So it's just really nice. It's a great thing. So it's a fun weekend.
Good. And I bet in addition to all of this, you're going to have wonderful decorations as always. It's going to feel very festive and wonderful while people are out doing their shopping and checking off their list, the naughty and nice list.
Yep, and it is. We're really excited about this holiday season.
All right. So if they want more information about any of this, again, tell me, where can they go?
Arborplace.com. And if you just check the events section, there'll be information under the events on arborplace.com.
Okay, wonderful.
Okay.
Well, I look forward to all of this. So are you going to be an elf when Santa comes? Tell me, Charlotte.
I will not be an elf, but I'll be working very closely with elves.
Okay, all right, very good.
All right.
Okay, very nice. Charlotte, thanks so much. Thank you again for having us here at Arbor Place Mall. We look forward to all these wonderful things.
It's our pleasure. We love having y'all.
Yay! All right, super. So I hope you marked all that down on your calendar. And now Sarah and Kelly have more stuff for you to mark down on your calendar. So hold tight, and we'll be right back.
Today that you're wearing is?
Well, my hat today is to talk about Principal for a Day.
Yes.
So Principal for a Day, awesome event. In the spring we have Teacher for a Day, where businesses can go in and shadow our teachers and see what their day is like. Well, Principal for a Day, that's what we have here coming up November the 20th. Okay, so remember, November 20th, we have a split day. We have 8:30, and I have to look at 8:30 to 11:30, and we also have 12 o'clock to 3:30 for our business participants in the area to go out and shadow the principal for the day.
Very good. Well, Cassia, thank you for all the information today.
Here, I'll shake too. It's become our new thing.
And thank you for wearing many hats and representing our community well.
Anytime. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Welcome back. One of the best things about what we do here at City Connector revolves around the people that we get to meet who are doing some pretty amazing things in the community. And I have the pleasure of talking to some pretty amazing folks right now, especially during this holiday time. Joining me now on set, Allison and Beau Wilkins. Allison, welcome.
Well, thanks, Lee.
Beau, thank you for being here, sweetheart.
Thank you.
So, you guys may have out there may have heard a little bit about what Beau's doing. And Beau, my understanding is that you're going to be donating 50 Thanksgiving meals this season for folks who wouldn't be able to have a Thanksgiving meal on their own, right?
Mm-hmm. That is right.
That is right. Okay. So what possessed you to do that? And you may want to share what happened when he came to you and said, "Hey, Mom, I think I'm going to go out and give back." What in the world?
Yeah, actually, it started last year on Thanksgiving. We were sitting down eating our Thanksgiving dinner with our family, and we were going through saying what each of us were thankful for. And when it was my turn, I mentioned that I was thankful for my food.
Right.
Which I saw very quickly the wheels started turning, in his mind, and he asked me. I don't think he understood quite why I was thankful for my food, and I explained to him that there were people who were less fortunate than we were that couldn't afford a Thanksgiving meal. At that time, he immediately wanted to take his dinner plate to someone who was homeless, and I told him, I said, "Beau, it's last minute. Remember this. Maybe next year we'll have." And, we'll have some time and we'll come up with an idea. Well, I had totally forgotten all about it. And as we were driving down the road a couple of weeks ago, my 5-year-old was asking about Christmas and how much longer it was until Christmas. And when we were counting the weeks up, Beau was sitting there and he immediately said to me, "Well, that means Thanksgiving's coming up. Don't forget about what we talked about last year for Thanksgiving." And so when we got home, we sat down with a sheet of paper, and I asked him, what exactly are you wanting to do here? What are your goals?
Right.
When he said 50 families, he came up with this on his own. I was in shock. I didn't know how we were going to feed 50 families. You're thinking, turkey.
Right. I mean, all the fixins,
everything.
Dessert,
everything. And so that's a lot of money. So we kind of spread the word through Facebook of what he wanted to do. And through that, we started a GoFundMe page. And it took off immediately. And people started donating, and it kind of just took off from there.
Well, Beau, was it scary for you to think about 50 families? Were you kind of scared to go back to your mom and say, "Hey, Mom, I really do want to do this. I'm serious about it"?
It kind of was kind of scary, but I thought that she may agree with me.
Well, I think too, for a 10-year-old, something I've realized, I've learned from him, is that I don't think children realize how many that is, and all that's entailed with that. So I think for an innocent child to say 50, he thought that was nothing. That was going to be an easy number. I don't think he realized at the time how many that was.
Yeah. Well, through this, I know you have to be so proud.
So proud.
I can see it all over you.
Yes.
And that's pretty amazing. So what really, for you, Beau, what made you think about those families and those kids who wouldn't be having Thanksgiving if it weren't for you?
Well, Thanksgiving is about giving, and it's not just about you. So I thought that everybody needs to give to others.
Right. So this is your way of giving back to those who can't do it on their own.
Yes.
All right, good. Well, how involved are you going to be in choosing what goes into the Thanksgiving meal?
Well, Beau is actually, we have a caterer who we're working with who's going to be doing most of the cooking. But between Beau and the caterer, they've worked together and actually came up with the menu, what each family is going to be getting. As far as the preparing, the caterer will be doing most of it, but Beau and I and some other family members, we're going to be doing a lot of the desserts, and we're going to be, we've got a lot of people helping us with everything. So
I just love that too. It says the goal is to purchase. And I want to talk about the goal too, because you have good news, I know.
Yes, we do.
The goal is to purchase 50 turkeys.
Yes.
50 pans of green bean casserole. Who doesn't love green bean casserole? Right. 50 pans of sweet potato casserole. Do you like sweet potato casserole? Yeah. And 50 packs of rolls.
Well, we also added on there and we're also going to be adding a pan of macaroni and cheese. So each family is going to also get a pan of macaroni and cheese added to that list as well.
That's great. So they get the whole kit and caboodle.
Absolutely.
For Thanksgiving dinner.
Absolutely.
All right. Now, the GoFundMe has been going well, and there's been an amazing outpouring of love and support for the community. So talk to us about where you are at this point.
Well, we started our GoFundMe page a little over a month ago, and we had gotten under $1,000, through Facebook, through our friends and family members. And as soon as we got on the news, the outpouring of love and support that we received was tremendous. And so we have already made our $5,000 goal.
Yay!
Yes, we are so excited. The morning that we got the phone call that said we had hit our $5,000 goal, me and Beau and my daughter, we were all in tears. Like, it was so exciting for us to have hit that goal so soon. We still had a month left,
Right.
and so it was amazing. We actually, one person actually that night donated $1,490 from one person to meet our goal. They had seen that we were at 3,000, whatever it was, and that one person donated.
But then
enough.
You talked about what do we do now, because people still wanted to be involved. And
Absolutely.
You guys have a plan now for Christmas, right? What is that plan?
Absolutely. Well, what Beau decided, you want to tell him what you decided? What are we going to do with the leftover money?
We decided that with all the leftover money that we're going to have, that we're going to use all the rest of the money on Christmas Eve, well, the day before Christmas Eve, to purchase toys for all the homeless kids who can't afford to have like Christmas toys, like everything that's related to Christmas.
Right, that's great. So now you're going to take that additional money where people are still giving,
right?
And you're going to purchase toys. So you've been thinking about the kids and the family, so they can have dinner for Thanksgiving, so they can have something to open on Christmas Day from Santa Claus.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, it's been great. We, like I said, although we've met our goal of $5,000, we are still accepting donations, and it hasn't stopped. People have definitely still been donating. Every day we get on and, and Beau said it best, every dollar, adds up. So whether we get on and it's another $1 or another 50 or, whatever it is,
right.
It goes a long way.
Well, that is amazing. So is this going to be an annual thing for you, Beau? Or are you just you're just focusing on this year, and you'll see what the next year brings when you turn 11?
We are thinking about like doing this every Thanksgiving, but we're going to see how this year turns out, and then we're going to decide if we're going to do it every Thanksgiving.
Very wise for a 10-year-old. Very wise. What do you want to be when you grow up, Beau?
I'm not really sure yet.
He's I would say he loves science. I really see him being either some kind of scientist. He loves dinosaur bones. He's fossils. He loves anything science.
All right, cool. Well, I had to ask that because this is pretty amazing for a 10-year-old to want to give back in this way. So thank you so much for taking care of others in the community.
Thank you.
And thank you, Mom. You did something right here, huh?
Yeah, something. Everyone keeps saying something to me about you must have taught him. I tell everyone he has taught me. He's teaching me in this process, and he inspires me every day. I learn more and more from my 10-year-old son. It's quite amazing.
Really inspiring story. And just a reminder, too, if people want to help you with your Christmas project now, they can still do that. So
Absolutely.
don't think that just because you've got these meals prepared that there's not other need out there.
Absolutely.
And you can go to the GoFundMe page. And they get a search for you on GoFundMe. How does that work?
Well, actually, you want to tell them what our GoFundMe page is?
Yes, our GoFundMe page. Oh.
You're fine.
Our GoFundMe page is called GoFundMe.com/Helping Beau.
/ what?
Helping Beau.
Help me, Beau.
Right.
Okay.
Helping Beau.
Helping Beau. Okay, all right, Helping Beau. That makes more sense.
GoFundMe.com/Helping Beau. And we're also accepting donations for any food donations. We need volunteers to help us deliver, to help us set up that day. Hunter Park has donated their ballroom for us.
Yeah.
So all of our volunteers will be meeting there the day before Thanksgiving on Wednesday. And we'll be packing. We need help packing the boxes.
Good point. To get the food out there, of course.
Yeah, U-Haul donated the 50 boxes to us to pack the food in. So we need help, taping boxes, packing boxes, wrapping food, and delivering.
Right. And how can they reach you for that? They wanted to be a part of that.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a thing on GoFundMe where you can message. Absolutely. But they can find me on Facebook too. Right.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Allison Wilkins on Facebook.
All right.
So either way, yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. Well, I know that you'll probably get all the support you need out there to help get the food out in the community. Well, Beau, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate you being on the show. Good luck. Allison, thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.
Hey, our pleasure. And thanks for all you guys are doing for the community. All right, off we go to hear more from Cody. And I know that you're going to enjoy that, and we'll be right back in a moment.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere will bring us wireless emergency alerts. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know, wherever you are.
Welcome back. We have had such a great show today. We've learned so much about all the wonderful things happening in the community, and I hope that you've marked all of those great opportunities on your calendar. I want to remind you that you can see us on Comcast Channel 22. You can see us on the City of Douglasville website. You can see us on Facebook. You can see us on YouTube. And the most important thing is, if you love it and you love what's going on in our wonderful community, we want you to share all of that with all of your friends, all of your neighbors, and all of your family. So feel free to take that link and share it. Now, I'll also remind you that we have the Christmas extravaganza that makes me so excited, coming up on November 25th at 6 p.m. Remember, November 25th at 6 p.m. right here at Arbor Place Mall. We have a lot of wonderful talent. You're really going to be inspired and be welcoming in the Christmas and the holiday season by joining us. And we may even have a little surprise that may include me. But I'll leave it at that for right now. All right, so before we leave today, we're going to talk to our talent. Now, Cody, we've been listening to you. You sound great. You're very welcome. Tell me a little bit about how long you've been doing what you do, buddy.
I've been playing guitar for right around 12 years, and I guess the past 5 years somebody messed up and started paying me. And
you're like, wait a second, I might be able to do this for a living.
Yeah, it's been a heck of a ride, but it's been a lot of fun.
That is wonderful. So talk to us a little bit about the kind of genre. What kind of music do you do?
Somebody called it Southern Soul once. I grew up on a farm out in Kingston, Georgia, so I don't stray very far from country-esque stuff, but it's sort of bluesy and different. I don't know.
And who's inspired that Southern Soul?
A lot of really great people. It's kind of great to say that the majority of stuff on the radio is not quite as good as my friends I know here around Atlanta. A band called Copious Jones, Corey Smith, Jason Kinney, all local guys that you can look up and see anywhere around the city, but they're probably the biggest inspirations because I get to watch them do what they're doing. So
that's really cool. That's really cool. And you have the opportunity also now to go around and do this for a living and share what inspires you. Where can people find you out among the community?
We run a big circuit from Chattanooga down into Birmingham, past Atlanta. I live about 60 miles north of here. But coming up, I think we're in Jacksonville, Alabama, the beginning of November, Rome, Dallas, sort of all over. So.
Well, I'm pretty excited then that you're here on City Connector and sharing your talent with us. And they can find out more about you. And I know you have CDs. You've got a Facebook page.
I do. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, everything's at Cody Bearden. That's CODEYBEARDEN. But you can sort of find everything about me there.
Wonderful. Well, great. And I know that you'll be sharing today's show as well, and everyone out there can just loop your great songs over and over and over and grab one of your CDs and then see you live.
Yeah, that's the plan.
That is the plan. All right. Well, thanks so much for being with us today. I appreciate it. Great talent.
Thanks.
Up to you.
Trying to fall asleep, oh, it's so dark and deep. That's where I'm almost. I think I thought a couple things before I knew were wrong. Living life like nobody noticed I was gone, and there was you standing by that fire. I just about lost it when I saw you smile. Well, take my hand, let me guide you through this long strange trip I'm on. Now I'm on with you. Hold on tight, well, don't let go. It's a roller coaster ride, but I'm on me when I'm with you. When I'm with you. Walk around in circles, just stumbling on my feet. Just as burning, but it's tired. I'm winning wars by losing fights. There's you standing by that fire. I just about lost it when I saw you smile. Well, take my hand and let me guide you through this long strange trip I'm on. Now I'm on with you. Hold on tight, well, don't let go. It's a roller coaster ride, but I'm on me. Then there was you standing by that fire. I just about lost it when I saw you smile. Well, take my hand, let me guide you through this long straight trip I'm on. Now I'm on with you. Hold on tight, don't let go. It's a roller coaster ride, but I'm on me when I'm with you. When I'm with you. Thank you guys.